So we are going to be ranking every episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender until before we watch the live series, which I haven't watched yet. I plan on watching that like very soon, and then probably getting a review for that up as soon as possible. But this is every episode of the show. The parts are separated, but for the most part, I imagine that they'll probably end up very close together. Maybe not the finale. The finale might actually maybe it might. Like there are some two parts that might be a little bit separate, but for now, this looks good. Okay. I'm kind of disappointed that it's not set in order, but that will keep it a little spicy. But regardless, wait, yeah. Is my audio good? Um, yeah, my audio looks good. There you go. Okay. Okay. So starting with the boy in the iceberg, the first episode of Avatar. This is kind of gonna like set the standard for how we go on from here. So just oh wait a minute. Oh, I haven't done one of these in a while. Okay, I've not done one of these in a while. We gotta name our tiers. Yeah, we gotta name our tiers. Make them. We do them custom around here. Okay. What's top tier now? The Avatar verse. Oh, Prime Avatar. A tier. A tier would be like a little bit like. See, this is easier in Dragon Ball. For Avatar, it's a little tricky. What's like almost top tier in Avatar? I guess I would say. Um. Hmm. We're gonna go Master Bender. C tier would, or not C tier, but oh, there are six tier to the five. That's kind of weird. So this is, huh? Isn't this okay? This might be a little bit tricky. What would wait? Oh, so this is B tier. Okay, so S A B. Okay, what would B tier be in the Afterverse? Um. What would a classification of B tier be? Um. Actually, wait. Flamio. Flamio for A tier. B tier would be. Damn, why is it so tricky? When I did the same thing for Avatar and Naruto, it was way easier. I guess Avatar doesn't really have those like those in universe rankings like the other shows have. Um, I just want to say like White Lotus. C tier would be like C tier would be like the die. Wait. Dai Li. This is right above like the bottom of the tier. Well, I got five followers. That's not bad, not bad. Okay. Down. Right above the bottom of the pack. What are they called? Oh, there you go. Got it. Freedom Brothers. Discuss. The Great Divide. Oh, I like how it looks. Am I the way? No, not really. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Can I change the? I think I have to make my own polls. Excuse me. Okay, so the boy in the iceberg. Since it's the first episode, this might change later. I'm gonna say it's solidly right in the middle, just for now. The Avatar returns. I have a feeling by the end of this, these two might move up. I can see that happening. The storm. Okay, the storm is. See, it's if there was ever a time to put something in season one as prime Avatar, I would say it's the storm. So I'm gonna do that. Like the storm is an absolutely like amazing episode when you think about everything it does. So it does it so early. Like it does it. It has it really it's the first real like heavy moment. We see the parallel between Aang and Zuko and how these characters will parallel each other throughout the entire series. So off rip, yeah, the storm is prime Avatar. This like if you're watching Avatar and you're not convinced that it's one of the greatest series of all time by the storm, then I don't think you know what you're talking about. The blue, but the blue spirit is kind of like on the opposite side of that. Like it's interesting because like one line that sorry, but like one line that really like sticks out for me in the storm was how the Avatar gives hope to the world for a different reason than it gives hope to Zuko. Because he'd been looking for Aang for so long that when he finally realized that he exists, that's his hope to get his honor back. But it's like it's the reverse reason for the entire world. But regardless, go fire. The blue spirit, I'm gonna say Flamio. I do think the storm is better. I do. Well, I think the storm does a different thing in the blue. Like they're going for different things, so it's hard to really compare the two. But even still, the blue spirit really holds up. Like rewatching Avatar made me realize that season one absolutely holds up more than I've been giving it credit for. I might say Prime Avatar. I really will. I really might because like it does. It's the beginning of the concept that Aang and Zuko can be friends. The fortune teller. I'm gonna say Dai Li. Yeah, the fortune teller is not that great. Like it's not. It's not like I, I guess it's the introduction that like it's the introduction that ain't I can't introduction. It's like the real first time we see Qatar actually acknowledge that her and Aang could be endgame together, which is I don't know. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't care for it. I'm gonna say Dai Li. This one might be down. Like this one could very well go down at the end of this. Bato of the Water Tribe. This is the one that I've always had issues with, just because like, I said it before I watched it live. I said that Aang act kind of uncharacteristically. I take that part back. I do think Aang's in character, but you consider the fact that this is the beginning of the show. If this was like season two, it might be a little shaky, but it's the beginning of the show. So I do think Aang is very much so in character. It's a weird side to his character. It's it's not hard to watch because it's bad. It's hard to watch because we know what they're building to an Aang. It's the type of drama that I hate. It's drama through lack of communication. So I'm gonna put it. I don't think it's worse than. Okay, I do think it's worse than the Fortune Teller. I don't think it's an entire tier worse than the Fortune Teller. So for that, I'm gonna put them beside each other. I do think there's a gap, but not a whole tier gap of a gap. The Deserter, so is Zhang Zhang. That's an episode that's better in hindsight than it is in reality. So what does that do for its ranking? Cause it's an episode that's much better in hindsight than in when you're right there sitting there watching the entire thing. Like for the first time watching it, I didn't. Well, then again, it's the first time Aang firebend, so maybe that gives us that does give us some points. It being the first time we see Aang firebend, and it being that early in the series. Um. Okay, so off the top of my head, immediately, I definitely have above these two. Like it's closer to the Avatar Return than I think it is to the Fortune Teller. Do I think it's better than the Avatar Returns? Okay, first of all, I do think the Avatar Returns is better than the Boy and the Iceberg. I do. Do I think the Deserter is better than the Boy and the Iceberg? That's a little tricky. That it is. That's a little tricky. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I like how this looks so far. Okay, I'm full with this. The Northern Water Tribe. Wait, so it was the Northern, yeah, it was the Northern Water Tribe, then Seas of the North Part 1, and then Part 2. Wait, no, I know, I'm wrong. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, fuck, I can't speak right now. Okay, so it's in order. It's the Northern Water Tribe, the Waterbank Master, Part 1, and then Part 2. Okay. Um, the Northern Water Tribe. So what? This would be technically the second introduction of the first major city, because we were introduced to Omashu before this, so I do count Omashu as being a major city. So the Northern Wild Tribe, I put it here. I am. It's good. It is good, but I wouldn't say anything particularly stands out about it, so I'm gonna say it's here. The Wild Battling Master. It's simple. It's straight to the point, but I do think it does it very effectively as well. Like when you think about, oh, wait a minute, my lighting's kind of weird. I don't like how bright I look. How's that? Yeah, that I rock with. Okay. Um, I do think it's better than the Waterbank, the Northern Water Tribe. Do I think it's better than the Boy and the Iceberg? I would say yes. I'll put it right there. It's kind of like the opposite of the Deserter. Like even like it's the opposite of the Deserter in terms of like everything. When you really sit down and think about it, the tone is much more on the comedic side than on the serious side. This is Aang's first time meeting a Warband master, but this at this point in the show, Aang had already Warband and he's actually pretty good. And he's pretty solid. So there's not as much of like Aang does not need a master as much in the Warband master as he did when he needed a fireman teacher in the Deserter. Even though he didn't need one at the time, we knew that they were so scarce that he didn't need one in general. So I would put it there for now. Siege of the North Part 1. Okay, so Part 1 ended with Zuko kidnapping Aang. So it includes everything from okay. Honestly, yeah, you're flaming over. Yeah. I think that's better than everything here. Actually, 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 this is interesting. Um, Siege of the North Part 1. Siege of the North Part 1 or the Blue Spirit? I haven't done one of these kind of ranking builds before to rank every episode in a series. I've ranked characters, I've ranked I think fights. But ranking episodes is a little tricky because the Blue Spirit and Siege of the North Part 1, they go for different things here. They're aiming for different things. Like watching the Blue Spirit and like watching the Blue Spirit and not knowing Zuko the entire time, and then you see his motivation for wanting to do it because he doesn't want to out. Like Zuko would rather Aang escape than have him not capture him. And seeing that entirety of it And at the end, when you realize Aang realizes that it's Zuko, and then they talk about how they could be friends, and then you fast forward to the end of the, like this is once again it's way better in hindsight. You fast forward to the end of the show, or you're not even the end of the show, but you realize that Zuko is Avatar Roku's grandson, and you see that comment of that relationship, and they actually do end up becoming friends, and it's like it comes full circle. And I do think that I do think how the episode is in the grand scheme of things, I think that does matter. Season number one, as great as it is, it's you know, I do love seeing Zuko and Katara actually fight on a level playing ground for the first time. But you know what? I think it being worth on Blue Spirit, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. The Southern Air Temple. The Southern Air Temple. I definitely think it's better than everything here, for sure. Now the question becomes, how does it hold up with everything around it? The first time we see Aang going to the Avatar state out of rage instead of necessity. The first time we see him do that, that's a very interesting sight for the first time. The emotion of him learning about Monk Yaso dying, seeing all of his people dying, and seeing all that, it's the real like launching pad for the Avatar series as a whole. I don't think it's better than Student Earth Part 1. I could be mistaken off the top of my head, but Angel's going to the spirit world and seeing the spirit world from that angle, we see a lot there. Wait, does he go to the spirit world? Yeah, he does enter it. Okay, yeah, he does enter it. Like the history of the whole new world versus the opening of another one. I do think they're right there. But yeah, I do think Blue Spirit and Storm is better than these episodes, but I do think it's close. Close enough that I'm almost considering putting them on the same tier. Is there a tier gap between these? I don't really think so. But I'm debating if I should move these two up or the Blue Spirit down. I kind of want to move the Blue Spirit down. Cause the storm, the storm. I think is better than all. Yeah, I'm moving the Spirit down. I think the storm cleared all these. See the North Part 2. So this is where we see Aang meet Ko. We see Katara destroy Zuko. We see Zhao die. We see him. We see him kill the koi fish. We see Iroh get really. It's a lot happens in this episode. A lot. The finale. Yeah, I have to put that above the Blue Spirit. I have to. The Warriors of Kyoshi. Once again, this is better in hindsight. It's way better in hindsight. Not that it's a bad episode the first time. It doesn't do anything spectacular in my opinion. Like it's nice to see in hindsight and Ben with the fans. It's nice to see that in hindsight. At the moment though, it's hard to care in the moment. I'm gonna say here. Um. Uh, okay, you know what? You're moving up. You are, because even though the premise of the episode kind of bothers me, seeing the ending wraps up the entire story very well. Like Fortune Teller does nothing for me. Like it does nothing for me at all, man. Like I actually want to move it down. I am. Battle of the Water Tribe or the Warriors of Kyoshi. Battle of the Water Tribe or the Warriors of Kyoshi. I think I'm gonna say Battle of the Water Tribe. Is there a gap between these two? Uh, is there a gap between Battle of the Water Tribe and the Warriors of Kyoshi? the War of the like it's as simple as it is. The War of the Kyoshi does really um attack Sokka's sexism. That is valuable. I don't know. Like it doesn't move me. Like it feels like it's very early Avatar. Like before we watched it for the 10th time, I was thinking back about season one, and the episode that really stands out to me in terms of its low quality was the Board of Kyoshi. So I'm gonna keep. I actually, but like, see, this is it's weird because Battle of the Water Tribe it has one of my least favorite tropes, just in in fiction. It is drama to a lack of communication. That's what it is. Like, Aang doesn't want to communicate what's really going on. He feels left out. So he tries to do all these ridiculous acts to gain attention. It's in character. I just don't enjoy it. So what's better? One episode that doesn't do anything, but it does that nothing decently well, or an episode that tries to do a lot of things. Personally, I just like those tropes. Yeah, I'm into this. This might be like it's just if you enjoy drama to lack of communication, I think this episode would be a lot easier for you. For me, drama to lack of communication just kills me to my core. I can't. It just seems stupid. Like it seems like it's drama for the sake of drama, and Aang not communicating what's actually like his real feelings. It just feels. It doesn't feel out of character. Like I said live. It feels more like there's no point to it all. This might be me absolutely putting it too much on that trope. I hate that trope more than like I hate that like based off this ranking. I do enjoy War Tribe more than War of the Kyoshi. I do because the ending is very good. It leads to something. War of the Kyoshi is just doing nothing at all really, but it does that well. Versus Battle of War Tribe, which I think is trying to do a lot, but it doesn't do it that well. So I'm gonna do this for now. It might change, but for now I'm doing this. The King of Omashu. This is like the opposite of the spectrum to these two. I actually might. Um, I like it more than the War of Kyoshi. Do I like it more than the first episode of the North Pole? I can't say I do. I can't. Can't say I do. Like once again, it's way better in hindsight because it's the first time you see Boomy and you see how strong he is. But at the time, we have nothing to really compare it to. So yeah, Boomy is stupid strong, but we don't know what exactly to compare him to. So in hindsight, when we see Earthbender like Toph, I mean Toph is way better than Boomy, yeah, but she's not stronger than Boomy. So, like Toph is not storing whole, like, what's it called? Entire, uh, like entire balconies at Aang. Boomy was doing that. So in hindsight, it's better, but in hindsight, it's better because we see it's the first time we meet Boomy, not because the episode itself is really all that. So for now, here's fine. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be tricky. Imprisoned. Imprisoned or the Northern Warrior Tribe? Imprisoned or the Northern Warrior Tribe? I think it's very easy for some people to see Imprisoned and say it's corny. I think it's borderline corny. Do I think it's corny? No, but it is very funny. No. Yeah. Because that joke about Momo and earthbending, yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's right there. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's right there. Uh, I'm cool with that for now. The Winter Solstice Part 1. Okay, so Part 1 ends when Aang finds out what he needs to do. So it ends with him telling Katara and Sokka that they have to go to Roku Island in the middle of the Fire Nation, right? If that's where it ends. If it ends there, then I think I can have it strongly like damn either the top of White Lotus rank or the bottom of Flamio rank. Is it closer to the Avatar Returns or the Southern Air Temple? I think it's closer to the Southern Air Temple. So I'll put it right here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Part 2. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. I think. Okay, wow. This might be the this might be the closest gap between part 1 and part 2. I thought it'd be bigger, but no. I'm looking at them like I see them very very close together because it's like this is the perfect definition of what a two-part should be. Part 1 sets up all the stakes and all of the action, while part 2 delivers. And part 2 really does deliver. It really does. And it sets the tone for the entire show as well with the comment. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. I do think it's better than the Southern Air Temple. Seas of the North Part 1. Yeah. The Blue Spirit. I really love the Blue Spirit, man. I really do. Damn. Yeah, I think it clears that too. Does it enter into Prime Avatar tier? I think it does. Does it clear through the North Part 2? I think it does. I think it does. I still think the Storm is a clear number 1 so far. The Waterbending Scroll. The Waterbending Scroll is something I think is way worse in hindsight, actually. In the moment, I actually really like it. I saw someone complain that Katara seems out of character because she's stealing. I'm like, I don't think that makes it out of character. I think what's really annoying is that Katara steals here, but then complains about Toph doing it so way later. And I get why the reasons are different. Like, cause like Katara did it to learn waterbending, Toph just did it for fun. So it's different reasons, but even still, the act of doing it is enough for me. So yeah, I think it's right here. Yeah, yeah. Now Jet is once again in a similar situation where it's way worse, or it's way better in hindsight. But in the episode, watching the episode, it does nothing for me. Like the fact that Katara and Aang don't give Sokka any credit for his instincts, don't trust him at all, over Jet because he's a freedom fighter. Like I'm gonna, it's better than the fortune teller though. I will say that. Yeah, I'll say that. This tier was made for this episode, The Great Divide. The Avatar state. Wait, is this? I wish it was set up a little bit clearer, but the Avatar state. This is when Appa. Yeah, yeah. Oh, this episode is all lost. Like it's Appa's gone. Everything goes away. You see Aang actually pissed off for the first time. Um. Wait. Am I reaching? Is the Avatar state better than Winter Solstice Part 1 and Part 2? Whoa, wait, yeah, Part 2 and To the North Part 2. I think it is. I think consistently it's on par, and then the ending shoots it way back past it. In my opinion, of course. So I'm gonna say, is it better than the Storm though? Is it better than the Storm? I see the Storm is just written so well. It's just so perfect and everything. Like it's the first real parallel we get between Aang and Zuko, and it's done so flawlessly. So I'm gonna put it at number 2. The desert. This is. Okay, wait, what's the episode? Do they go into the desert and library in the same episode? I guess so. Okay, so the desert is when. Okay, wait, let me remember correctly. Okay, wait, let me check. Let me check. Because if the desert is before the Avatar state, then I think I know what it is. If it's after, no, it's not after. Wait. Oh man, okay, never mind, forget it. Okay, yeah, so that must mean, um, regardless of where it is, I do think the desert is below the Avatar state specifically. But it's an interesting episode of just like how desperate they have become because they don't have Appa anymore and all their stuff. So it's nice to see the gang that low. I think I can strongly put it like right here. That one might change very soon. I don't know. I'm not confident in putting it here, but I look at what's above it and what's below it. I'm like, yeah, it works. The Cave of Two Lovers. This one is I don't care for. Like I do not care for the Cave of Two Lovers. But it does have Secret Tunnel. It does have Secret Tunnel though. Secret Tunnel kind of it hard carries this episode. I don't like anything else about it, but it carries it because of Secret Tunnel. Damn, the bottom three of Avatar right now is kind of low. Do I like the Cave of Two Lovers more than Jet? I don't know, man. Yeah, I might put it there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rock with it there. Man, Return to Omashu. So this is the very early in book two. Um, then my water. Okay, wait, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. Uh, yeah. So the return to Omashu, I think it clears everything up until here for sure. I mean, it clears all this. So now now the conversation is just really about everything from everything from here onwards. Return to Omashu or Winter Solstice Part 1. Return to Omashu or the Winter Solstice Part 1. So we see Azula fight for the first time. Well, and kinda. We saw her fight Zuko and Iroh for a little bit, but I'm gonna say Return to Omashu is really her fight introduction. Um, so there's that. Return to Omashu Part 1. Why did I say Return to Omashu Part 1? What the hell? Yeah, I'm gonna say that clears. 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 Okay, you're too high. Siege of the North Part 1. Siege of the North Part 1. Siege of the North Part 1. Return to Omashu or Siege of the North Part 1? I'm gonna say Return to Omashu. I am. I think the desert is too high. Yeah. Return to Omashu, the Blue Spirit. Yeah, I think that's good. The swamp. The swamp. Once again, it's one of those like it's like a lot of episodes are better in hindsight, and I'm kind of debating on how much weight to put on that fact. Like if an episode is great in hindsight, but in the moment it's not good, does that shoot the episode up a bunch of ranks? I don't think it should, but that's wait. Can I pause the recording? Not that I can see. Interesting. Okay. I guess I can kind of combine two recordings, but whatever. I thought it crossed my mind, but whatever. So like the swamp is I think the swamp is kind of one of those episodes where in hindsight it's way better. In the moment though, it's not as bad the example, but it definitely like okay for example like with what the episode means in hindsight and how entertaining it is in hindsight, I think I can easily put it like up here at least. In the moment though, in the moments, I'm not sure. I think I want to combine the two, combine just what I'm really ranking. Like that's what I'm combining. Like I'm combining like the episode. Okay, so what's being ranked here is the episode as a whole, not just necessarily, not necessarily just how it is the first time you watch it, and not just what it is in terms of importance to the show. We're ranking everything. So how enjoyable is the episode the first time, how enjoyable is it the 10th time? We're ranking everything here. So for the swamp, in hindsight, absolutely great. Just the Avatar alone is great. The Legend of Korra is fucking fantastic in hindsight. In the moment, it ain't bad. It just like I guess you spend a lot of the show, a lot of the episode just kind of confused because you don't know exactly what's going on. I think with all that being said, you could only put it here. Yeah, Avatar Day. Avatar Day. Avatar Day is pretty funny. Does the comedy carry it though? Like I'm thinking of Avatar Day versus like the Fortune Teller, right? I'm thinking of these two, and Avatar Day is definitely way funnier than the fortune teller. It has more like it's better in hindsight because it's kind of like the first time we learn about anything about Kyoshi. So there's that. Uh, like these, like, I don't like the episode with Jet that much, but at least it does something. So yeah, these two are getting moved down. They're all getting moved down. Like, these are not worse. Like in what order? The Great Divide is definitely the worst of the four. I think Cable Two Lovers is like right there. I'm kind of on like a toss up between these two, cause like the fortune teller, I think it's a comedy. Like honestly, it's just a comedy preference. Like, what comedy do you prefer here? For me, I think the fortune teller is funnier as a whole. See, I'm gonna do this. Like these are like the bottom score of Avatar. The Blind Bandits. Um, like here? Yeah, I think there is fine. That was kind of easy. I thought it would be a lot higher. I do think it's better than in prison, but I don't think it's better than the Born Iceberg. Well, well, maybe. Cause like I'm thinking about it now, and like the thoughts in my head of where it really stands. Like where does the Blind Bandit really stand? You know, like um, like where the Blind Bandit really stand? I think I'm cool with it having it being here. That might change later. It might, but I don't know. This was probably the easiest one to shoot up. Zuko alone might be the only one to challenge the storm. Oh, I'm stupid. No. This is the wrong one. No. Okay, so okay, so we're just that there. Avatar State is the episode at the beginning of book two. Yeah, this is not the episode where he gets mad at Appa. This is the beginning of book two, and then we learn that if Aang died at the Avatar State, the cycle breaks. Oh, okay. That changes things. Yeah, that changes things. That absolutely changes things. I still do very much enjoy the Avatar State the episode. It just that's not about the Blue Spirit. It's not about Potential Master. Yeah, I think it's like right here. So then, if the desert does the desert include the Aang part? I think it does. Okay, yeah, you're getting shot up. Yeah, you're going way up actually then. 'Cause it has the desperation, and it tops up with the pure rage of Aang. Yeah, that goes way up. That goes way up actually. That goes like third. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for me that's third. For me it's a strong third actually. Yeah. Now Zuko alone or the storm? Zuko alone or the storm? See, the storm has everything I love about Aang and Zuko's just relationship as a whole, cause how they parallel each other, but they're not exactly opposites. It's very easy to make parallel opposites like Naruto and Sasuke, but Zuko and Aang aren't that. So there's the strength of the storm and introduces the idea of that, but then there's the solo Zuko episode where we see Zuko travel and then we see what is it oh man, and like it's see I wish I wrote down my notes during the episode I really did. I should have done that, but now I'm gonna start doing that. But if I'm correct, I think that the parallel in Zuko alone is that no, because the episode is just Zuko, so it can't be. No, there isn't a parallel in this episode. Is it with Yeah, so Zuko alone is a story that it goes back and forth in the timeline where it goes between Zuko when he was a child and Zuko in the present day. So yeah, so it's Zuko's mom encouraging him to be who he naturally is, which is a kind, he's a loving boy, and it's yeah okay, yeah, I don't know. So between both timelines, it's Zuko trying to be something who he's not, and then the revelation of both timelines when he was a child, him revealing who he actually is was to his father, in which he was, in which in response to that, he was burnt for that. While in the present day, the result for him revealing who he was that everyone in the village then hated Zuko. So him being who he was got him hated, and I think it's an interesting thread because it's like it's not like Zuko saving this village, him saving the people made them love him. No, it just they hate you for who you are, not for what you did particularly. Similar to Zuko's fate when he was a child. But regardless, the storm holds such a strong place in my heart just because of how it's. I've always been strung up on the fact that for Zuko's case, the catalyst to his journey has been a selfless act, while the catalyst for Aang's journey was a selfish act. I've always loved just that parallel between the two. So the storm for me will always hold a place as arguably the best episode of Avatar because it has that. Yeah, because it has that. The chase. The chase. Oh man, the chase. Wherever I want to put the chase of the episode. It's better than everything in White Lotus tier. I think it's clearly, easily above the swamp. So now the question is, yeah, think about all four of these. Is it Chase better than Return to Amashu? Is Oh man, that sucks. My whole shit fell. Fuck. So you know what? I will fix this later. For now, I'm holding my mic like this. Yeah, holding my mic like this. The whole shit fell, so we're holding it like this. Yeah, yeah, we're holding like this. I'll fix this later. I'll fix this after this, because I don't want to like ruin my momentum going on right now, you know? Oh man, I gotta fix this later. Wait, how are my audio levels? Audio? Okay, it sounds pretty good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Holding like that's crazy. Oh man. Okay. Oh, I gotta fix all that shit, bro. Ah, man, that's annoying. I was ranking the chase. Yeah, so is the chase better than Return to Omashu? Is the chase better than Return to Omashu? I will say yes. The chase of the Blue Spirit. I this is tough. The chase or the blue spear? Damn. The chase or the blue spirit? Okay, so I won't deny that in the moment, like absolutely in the moment, um, I enjoy the chase way more. Yeah, I don't know way more, but more than the blue spirit. I do because it's like we see like it starts off and the tensions are high immediately. The blue spirit isn't that, and somehow like it maintains that for a full 22 minutes. So for that alone, the chase has a lot of love from me for that. Something about the Blue Spirit being the first time, the idea of Aang and Zuko being friends, though, the idea of that being introduced the first time, it's like it hold a place in my heart for that. With that being said, though, with all that being said, the chase is better. Move. Now does the chase enter into that prime Avatar tier? I can't say it does. I can't. I can't. There's just too much like top tier hitters up here. Okay, so next is bitter work. Is this one? Does Aang learn earthbending this episode? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay. So wait, so I didn't know that Arrow training Zuko and Toph training Aang happens in the same episode. And then once again it has the parallel with Zuko failing to do it with Aang succeeding. I never really caught that. Huh, that's so obvious, but I never caught it. Um damn. So yeah, I think it clears all of this. I do. I think it clears all of this. Like once again, it's kind of just like right at this like so far. What a common thread I've been seeing is that so far everything from like book two, so far at least, has been right above the swamp easily. Like book two starts with a bang. Like I don't think we have anything in book two that's below the swamp. Uh, yeah, we don't. Nothing in book two is below the swamp. So bit of work. Where would I put bit of work? I do think it's above these two. I do think okay. The Avatar state is too high. Uh, the Avatar state or the Winter Solstice Part One. I I would say the Winter Solstice Part One. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I could rock with this. Now, bit of work or Return to Omashu? Return to Omashu. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay, the library once again, like it's easily better than Swamp. Better than this. 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 Oh my god, that's fast. That was so quick. Better than this. Better than this. Better than this. The library or Zuko alone? Oh man, this is tough. The library or Zuko alone? This is surprisingly one of those cases where the library of the top three is the only one where it's, in my opinion, way better in hindsight while also being amazing in the moment. Because like Zuko and the Storm are they're just very very much so. Um, they're high quality episodes. Like they're high quality shit. But it's not like they get anything in hindsight, do they? Well, kinda. Like with Zuko alone, we kind of learn why he's good with swords because he was given a knife by his uncle. So that's kind of like a thread, I guess. But even still, I don't know. The storm kind of same thing. Well, No. Okay, no, okay, no, okay, okay, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. We learn like the catalyst. Well, not really. No, we don't, because I think the storm all happens after Zuko's mom is gone. Nothing about what happens in Zuko's backstory has anything to do with the fact that his mom's gone. You can argue whether or not he would get burnt if his mom was there, but I don't think knowing his mom is gone, knowing why she's gone, I don't think that strengthens the storm in any real way. It does give it a little bit more context, but I don't think it does much for the episode itself. The library, though, in hindsight, it's way better than what it actually is, and it's better in the moment too. I would say the library over Zuko alone. I would, but I wouldn't fight anybody on the opposite. The storm is where it gets. I think I'm gonna keep the storm at one. I am. Yeah, the library is two. The Serpent's Pass. This might be the one that's finally under the swamp. Okay, so when I was watching this live, I remember saying that I didn't like how quickly Aang got over the immediate capture of Appa. I remember saying that. I didn't like how fast it happened. And then at the end of the episode, we kind of learned that Aang was forcefully trying to keep it down, or keep it suppressed. I just wish there was like, I get it, I understand it. I wish there was like a time period where we learn that Aang was doing that, but I understand why they didn't do it. Because if they did that, then it kind of kills the end of the episode. I get it. I wish there was a way to kind of flow it together a little bit more seamlessly. So it's better than what I'm giving it credit for. It is. I do think it's better than everything in the White Lotus tier. I do think that. Do you think it's better than the Southern Air Temple? I'm really high on the Southern Air Temple because it's the first time we see Aang this sad and this angry. Like it's the first. Well, yeah, it's the first time we really see that. So for that, I give it a lot more credit than I think it deserves. But I can't deny that fact. So for now, I'll put it like right there. Um, yeah, I think that's a good place for it. So this is the first book two episode that's below the swamp. But so far, book two has been like kicking book one's ass. Like I can't deny that. The drill, the drill. I um, I'm surprised the drill is not higher up, but not like it's pretty straightforward. Well, okay, we do see Aang fight Zula, I guess. Does that give it any points? Um, I guess it really does. Yeah, I think the drill being a below better work ain't bad. City of Walden Secrets. This is a trippy episode. This episode, just like in terms of like straight in terms of like the straight tone, it's very different than what Avatar typically does. So for that, it gets points for that for sure. Um, do I think it's better than the drill? I think it's better than the drill, but it's kind of one of those cases where even though it's better than the drill, do I think it's more entertaining than the drill? Is it more entertaining than the drill? I don't know if I can say it does. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know if I can say it does. Okay, wait, hold up. So let me move the drill above better work because it's a similar conversation with the better work where it's like I think the better work is better, but is it more entertaining? And entertainment does matter. Like entertainment for an episode does matter to some degree. Return the drill. Return to Omashu. I still think Return to Omashu is better. Yeah, I'm cool with this. Yeah, I'm cool with this. The Tales of Bossing say The Tales of Bossing say it would be really easy for me to say it's automatically like top five automatically because of the tail of Arrow. It would, but there are like what? There are four tails other than tails of Arrow. It's what? It's Toph, Sokka, Aang, Zuko, no, Momo, and Arrow. And of those five tails, we love Arrows and maybe Momo's. The other three I don't particularly care for. Like, well, they're nice. They are nice, but they're not top five in the show. Really, they're just not. So, and it's not like the tail of Arrow is the last tail, so it ends on a high note. No, that's not the last tail. So, what was that? Okay, yeah. So for that, it's hard for me to put it so high. Like I have to rate the episode, not just parts of what's in the episode. Um, I might say like here. I like the drill more. I like Taylor can say more than better work. That I will say. Yeah, that I will say. See, Appa's Last Days is what Taylor Boston say I think should have been in terms of like emotional weight. So for that, yeah, this goes up. This goes up. This might be number one. This is number one. It's number one. It is. It is. It's number one. Like you can't deny the fact that when you watch Appa's Last Days, emotionally it does exactly what it tries to do with you. Like I don't think there's a second. Like this episode is always the episode that I dread watching when I watch Avatar, because just how emotionally heavy it is. Lake Laogai with Jet. This makes Jet character look way more interesting than what he should be. Um, I do like Lake Laogai more than the Drill. Okay, I think Return to Amashu is like now it's the gatekeeper to like the upper echelon of Avatar. Like so far, you aren't better than Return to Amashu in my head. Almost immediately, you're gonna be stuck here for a while. What's my eye, bro? The Earth King. The Earth King. So this is when they break into the Earth Kingdom Palace. They find the Earth King and they convince him that the whole thing is real. The whole war is real. Um, that does get some points. It does. That does get some points from me. Wait, could I? When I do these, I should like take the thing off. I don't know. Whatever. Um, it does get some points from me. It just there's levels to this. There's levels to this whole Avatar thing, and it's I won't deny the fact that it's really satisfying to see uh what's his name? Long Fang get his comeuppance. Like it really is. Like it's satisfying as well to see that. I honestly I think I can actually say I might like this more than Return to Watcher. It's weird because I didn't think that this would be the episode that really breaks through the gate, but it might be. Like watching the whole gang finally convince the Earth King that Long Fang is lying to you, the whole thing, he's trying to conceive you, da 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 da. Watching all that happen finally after what? Let's see. After it would have been from what the drill, Tale of Boxing Say, City of Walden Secrets. Yes, watching all that and finally get his comeuppance. It really is super satisfying. I think I might say right. I think it's right better than Return to Omashu only because of all that build up for it. So I think I definitely have it right there. I do think that's the case. Now the question is, I don't think it's better than the Blue Spirit. Yeah, I think right there is fine. I do. Wow. The Flameo tier is getting really stacked. Like it really is. I didn't know that much stuff with Avatar was that heavy. And we're still not even at book 3 yet. Oh, the guru, the guru, the guru, the guru, the guru. Okay. I remember I said this live when we watched it live. I think I think if there was, this is maybe just my personal bias, but if each chakra in the guru had a little bit more time spent on it, so Aang struggled a little bit more, I think it would be way higher on this episode. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Wait, no, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. If more time was just spent on each chakra, so Aang wasn't like speeding through it, I think I would like it more because like even right now, after watching Avatar 10 times, still knowing what each chakra is exactly for is kind of unclear. And also we just like this is something that I'm hoping the live action does, or when we watch it. But I wish there were just a little bit more to what each chakra is, and how Guru Patik, how he knows Monk Magyatso, because like he must have been like he must have legitimately been like there's no way he was Monk Gyatso's age when he met him, because that means he would be like 160 years old by the time we see him, and that there's no way. So he must have been like younger. So if we saw something with that, that'd be really cool. That's me being very, very picky. But at this level of Avatar, you kind of have to be. I do think it's better than. I think it's like here. I don't know if I can put it above the Avatar state. I don't know if I can. Was the Crossbow of Destiny not a two-parter? Huh. What? So Aang's gonna come back and they? Huh. I guess so. Okay, that's kind of weird. That's a lot then. Okay. Yeah. The finale of season 2 gets uh see, this is an episode like the Crossroads of Destiny is definitely an episode where in my head it's better than what it is when you watch it. When you watch it, what it really is it's Aang not being that great at fighting in that moment. So a lot of the stuff he does is kind of dumb, and it makes you kind of like it makes me at least upset with Aang. He does a lot of stupid shit in the fight. So for me, yeah, right there, five. And the painted lady, with all the painted lady, all that it gets like here. Like there, I don't like the painted lady. I think the placement of the episode is very strange. I think what Katara is fighting for is very, very strange. I think we are too deep into the Avatar series for an episode like the Painted Lady. I think if the Painted Lady episode happened in like season 2, maybe season 1, then maybe I get why it can't, because there's a whole factory being right there, so you can't have a factory anywhere. I understand why in terms of like world placement why it happens. It just doesn't do anything for me, and even and the fact that like whenever they make episodes with Katara caring so much about Kaz, by proxy for some reason Aang doesn't care. Even though typically in those situations Aang would care. Aang does not care about the whole town dying. He didn't care about that in this episode. And if Katara didn't care, we know that Aang would care because he's done it before. Like with and the Kyoshi warriors, right? When Zuko was burning down the village when they were escaping, Aang went back. So it's clearly a thing where the writers do it when it's like if Katara cares, you can't have Aang also care, because then it makes this it puts Sokka in a weird situation where he doesn't care, where he will consistently not care, but there has to be some kind of like underdog mentality for Katara to care, if that all makes sense. Either way, Pain Lady is some ass. Sokka's master, on the other hand, it gets like here. it's good. Like it is really good. Like it's not a knock on its quality. It's just that a lot of stuff up here is really really good. Ah, yeah, I think I'm cool with this. Yeah, I think I am. I really do think I have the Southern Air Temple too high, but it just seeing Aang get pissed off for the first time when all of his people are dead. There's something to it for me. The Awakening. This is the Awakening. That's when Zuko and Aang learn about Roku at the same time. No, no, no. That's the Avatar and the Fire Lord. Yeah, the Avatar and the Fire Lord is when. Okay, so the Awakening is the beginning of book three, right? Yeah, that's the beginning of book three when Aang wakes up and he runs away and then he burns his staff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, got you, got you, got you. So that means that this is okay. So as far as like season intros go, this is my favorite one by almost by far actually. I do think it's better than a lot of this. The Winter Solstice Part 1. I do think The Awakening is better than that. Season North, It Wasn't Secrets. I think it's nice to see Aang have be Zuko for an episode. Like it is. So I'm gonna say it's better than Better Work. Till the Bossing Say. I think I would have put The Awakening above The Drill if the shot of Katara of if Katara and her father relationship, if that was done smoother. They rushed the hell out of that. Katara is mad at her dad because her dad left and she doesn't understand why she's mad because she understands the reason. I get it. I get it. I think they just needed more time to really flesh it out a little bit more because it seems like it comes out left field. Like when you see everything that happened in book one and two about Katara and her dad and how much she wants to see him again, for them to finally see each other again, and Katara is just pissed off at him, and we don't like it feels like it comes out of nowhere. I get it. I just wish it had more time. So for me, right there. Yeah, for me, right there. Oh man, I gotta put this back soon. I'll do it after this whole list is done. Just so I have time. The headband. I love Footloose, so headband gets a lot of points from me because Footloose is dope. But as many points as I give it, I don't think I can put it that high. I think the highest I can put it is like here. Yeah. See, I had the feeling when I was watching book three again that book three would be a little bit weird on the list because the beginning of book three starts really high, and then it kind of goes into like season one of Avatar, where it goes into these weird adventures about them not doing anything really, because they gotta waste time until the invasion. I don't love it myself, but I get it. I do like it's interesting to go from like book one, where it's really comedy based, and it builds up to it being serious, to season two, which very much delivers on how serious of a tone it is, and it kind of stays there for a long time, and it goes up even. And then book three is kind of like the climax of it in episode one, and then it sells back down to where it used to be in terms of like tone, not necessarily quality, but in terms of tone. So I get it. It just I don't like it. I kind of wish it maintained that tempo. The beach. The beach is something that for my first nine watches of Avatar, it was way lower than it is right now. Because the I think the beach has arguably Dante Bosco's best performance in the ending. And even throughout the episode, it still really, really much so holds up. This is gonna be like a quiet sleeper for me, and so far it's better than everything in the flame meal. Like yeah, this is a quiet hit for me. Is it better than the desert? I think it is. I don't think I can say it's better than the Crossroads of Destiny. That's kind of nasty. I don't want to get that nasty. So yeah, for now, right there. Like what? That's six, seven. Yeah. Okay, so for me, right there, the Avatar and the Fire Lord. The Avatar and the Fire Lord. This is one of my favorite parallels between Zuko and Aang, just as characters. To watch them both, they both learn the same lesson, but they both take slightly different things from it. Like Zuko, like it's the same lesson. It just because of their perspectives, it leads them both to do different things. So like with Zuko, when he learns that he's the grandson of Roku, he learns that there's really good inside of him. So someone who is quote unquote evil can be good. So he goes from over here all the way back here. For Aang, he learns the same thing, that there's good in definition. So I almost think that's like the catalyst for why he doesn't want to kill Ozai. Not just because he's an air nomad, so killing is against his whole philosophy and shit, but because at that moment he didn't see Ozai as just a big bad. He sees him as a person. I think there's an argument to be made that if this didn't happen, Aang would have an easier time killing Ozai. That's neither here nor there. I think that's maybe like its own video entirely, but you can make the argument for that. But for now, yeah, I think it's Roku is such a bad avatar, man. He's so trash. He did nothing, which is like a story point as well. But even still, I'm gonna say here. Yeah, I'm gonna say here. The runaway. This the beginning of book three really just goes back and forth with its quality, man. So the runaway, I like it, but I here the puppet master. Oh, where was the last episode? Kind of creepy. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, City of Walden Secrets. So imagine like the foundation for City of Walden Secrets with how like creepy and mysterious it kind of feels, and then turn that to like 11. That's the puppet master. So what are we talking? What are we talking? We're talking like yeah, it's better than the Blue Spirit. It is. Is it better than the Chase? Is it better than the Chase? Is it better than the Chase? The pure tone of it for me gives it some extra points. So I'm gonna say yes, but I don't particularly think it enters into that prime Avatar tier. I think it borders there. I do, but it's like okay, this is starting to look like it's too high up. See the North Part 2 is looking like it's too high. Like it is. It's starting to look like it's too high up. I kinda wanna bring it down. I am. Okay, so you're worse than the Chase. Yeah, I can rock with this. Nightmares and daydreams. Nightmares and daydreams, man. Sorry. Uh, Nightmares and daydreams. Where do I put that one? very much so do enjoy it. It just did the comedy carry it? Did the comedy like hard carry it? The comedy hard carry this one. I do think so. Now, how high is the carry it? The question. Um, I think I can almost confidently say like right below the Guru. The Boiling Rock Part Two. Okay, the Part Two. Okay, honestly, I think both parts are like neck and neck. But regardless, Part Two goes. I don't like it more than the chase. I don't. I think right there. Yeah, right there is fine. Southern Raiders. Oh man, this is probably the best Suzuko field trip story. Yeah, I think it shoots like up here. I do. I think it shoots like right here. Above the Puppet Master, Part Two, the desert, the beach, the Avatar and the Philo for me. I actually do like it more than the Crossroads of Destiny. I do. Zuko alone is better than Zuko alone. I really like how Katara doesn't forgive him, but she also doesn't spare him. It's something like well, she does. Okay, so she physically spares him, but she doesn't like mentally spare him. If that makes sense. And I think the the lack of clarity on it, I think, gives a lot of strength. 'Cause she's confused, but she's over it. You know, it's weird. Like, how can you be confused but also you're over the fact? That seems like an oxymoron. How can those two things possibly coexist? But that's how it feels to me. So it's like there's a lack of clarity of Southern Raiders that I personally like. Does that bring it over Zuko alone? I don't know if it does. So I'll put it right there. The Ember Island players. Oh man, like watching Avatar live. Like watching Avatar live for this time made me really realize just how much they mentioned the Ember Island. The play itself is just it's a whole lot of fun for sure. It's a whole lot of fun. The play itself is absolutely a lot of fun. I'm wondering now if I'm wondering personally if because there was another point I wanted to make about the Ember Island players. I can't quite remember what it was. Like they helped build on Aang and Kataro's relationship or lack thereof. They damn, I wish I wrote down what I want to say. There was something I wanted to say about the Ember Island players. I can't remember what. Oh yeah, the fact that it was like co-written by the Cabbage Man and someone else, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, but I think Gerber I think. So whatever. But because of all that, like Aang and Katara's relationship is probably my least favorite part of their relationship, if you know what I mean. So I don't think about the swamp or someone's past or here or here. Like it's fun. Like, it is fun. It's just like it's a nice way to like decompress before the finale. It really much so is, but it doesn't raise the quality in any real way for me. I'm looking at the episodes that are here. Like I'm looking at what's here in general. I'm like I can't say the Ember Island Players is better than the Boy in the Iceberg, the Blind Bandit. I can say it's better than the Headband. I could do that. Okay, the four-parter until the finale. The four-parter until the finale. Um. So part one being the Phoenix King. So he it's like the real downward spiral for Azula, where it kicks off when at the Bullock part two for sure. But this is where we really see it really kick off, you know? Uh, so easily I have it at yeah, easily I have it at least right here, at least. Um, watching Aang disappear. There's a lot to this episode. There really is. Like, even though it's the first part of a four-parter, and you kind of expect it just to kind of like you naturally expect part one, part two to just be build up, just be build up. There's a lot here. So I'm gonna say it's better than City of Walls and Secrets. Is it better than Bitterwork? I would say so. I would say better than Tale of the Boxing Say, The Runaway. Is it better than The Awakening? Is it better than The Awakening? Is it better than The Awakening? Is it better than The Awakening for me? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I am. In fact, the drill's too high. I will put Awakening above Lick Lao Guy and put the Phoenix King below Lick Lao Guy. Yeah. I'll put Awakening above Return to Amashu. Return to Amashu, Lick Lao Guy. To Amashu. I'll put the Awakening over the Earth King, actually. I'll put the Awakening over the Blue Spirit, actually. And they're right there. Yeah. I would say Return to Amashu over the Earth King. Yeah, I'll go here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Soul Khan Part 2. Old Masters. So this is where the gang meets the White Lotus, right? Yeah, this is where the gang meets the White Lotus. They look for Aang. They run into the Zuko goes look Zuko yeah Zuko finds June to find Aang. Um, and they make a plan of attack to how they're gonna deal with the whole thing. I think it's almost called for it to be like right here. Like this tier was kind of made for them. The Sacraments are too high. So I can't do that. I can't put that low. I really can't. It's below the Phoenix thing in my opinion. Below the Drill, below the Runaway. But above it till the bottom say. I like Sokka's Master more than the Avatar Returns. Wait, what the heck? No, no, no. Yeah. Part 3. Yeah, part 3 is where it really kicks off. So, I guess in a way, part 1 and part 2 are just set up, but even so. Oh, my camera froze? Oh, I should check that. How long has it been frozen for? I didn't even notice. Fix that. Part 3. How high do I have part 3? Yeah, I have better than all of this. I do, yeah, I very much do. Like, it's I'm getting hungry, bro. Man, I can't really finish this. Um, Part three into the Infernal. How high do I want to put the? I do think it's better than Avatar and Father. I'm just kind of debating if it's better than Cross of Destiny. So this would include everything from. Oh shit. See, okay, wait. See, damn. I wish because this would include, I think, the beginning of Zuko versus Azula. It would include the beginning of Aang versus Ozai. It would include the whole Sokka Toph and Suki fighting the airships. It would include all of that. But Avatar Aang is strictly when you go into the Avatar state, right? Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. So if it includes all of that, I definitely think it's like the stakes have never been any higher, and it delivers. I think there is fine. I, it's hard for me to put the setup for the finale above complete story that I already told. You know, part four Avatar Aang. This is the finale to the entirety of Avatar. Everything wraps up. We see Aang going to Avatar state. We see him control. We see him finally make a choice. We see him do everything that the show has been setting up till this moment. Uh, it would be easy for me to say it's the best episode of the series. It would be very easy to do that. I just can't. Like there are lots of shows where the finale oftentimes is the best episode of the series. Well, no, I can't say that. Like it's absolutely an amazing episode. But I'm trying to see where does it really fit into all this. Like, do I think like I think it's better than all of this? I do. I think it's better than all of this. Up until here, for sure. I do think it's better than Stone Raiders. I do think it's better than Part 3. Well, well, yeah, I do think it's better than Part 3. Yeah, like there's always been a conversation with Aang about, well, with Avatar, with about how the show end, how he beat the Fire Lord. Throughout the last 7 episodes up until that point, and maybe five. Up until the last 5 episodes until that point, the conversation has always been, what is Aang going to do when he meets the Fire Lord? He has to decide, are you going to kill him or are you going to spare him? So just to be given a third option, it kind of gives him a cop out to it, right? It kind of gives him a cop out to that choice. But you can also argue that because of the whole conversation between him and the Lion Turtle about bending one's energy, you have to be also unbendable. You cannot hate, blah blah blah. Like if you hate your enemy, then you end up hating yourself. Blah, blah. Like it has a whole philosophical tie into it. It does. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm kind of on the side of. I think if you give your character two choices, right? I think if you give your character two options, either kill the Fire Lord or spare the Fire Lord. I do think it's a cop out to create a third option. I do. So for me, I think I have it here. It's crazy how even though I have issues with it, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top 7. The Day of Black Sun, the invasion. Uh, the Day of Black Sun, the invasion. I do like the invasion. I really do. I think it's very very creative and everything. I think it's very cool. I know it's not the finale, but I think it should still feel like a finale. And I can't say the Day of Black Sun Part One does. It doesn't like this and where's the 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 Phoenix King. In terms of tone and scale, it should feel similar, but they don't. And that bothers me. So I do have it above the old master, that I can say. I think I have it like right here. Yeah. The Day of Black Sun, the Eclipse. See, this is where the tone picks up. Like, this is where everything wraps up. Like, this is where I think the Eclipse, like, this is where the Eclipse is it starts to feel like a finale. Like watching this live, I would say, yeah, this feels like a finale to me. Like, if the show ends here, I'm cool with that. Well, I don't know about say cool with that because Aang still doesn't know anything about firebending, but it's like tone wise, story wise, it's able to do it. So, uh, do I have it part four, Avatar Aang? Um, do I have it for part four? Do I have it over part four? Like there's just a level of quality just for the animation alone, for the four parts. It gives it so much extra points, man. It does. Like a big reason why part three and part four just feel grand is because the animation just steps up massively in a way that the rest of the show just never did. And that does matter. It does matter. I think I can have it there. Yeah, I think I have it there. Like as grand as it feels, it doesn't feel like even see even like I'm looking at part four. I'm like, do I have Southern Raiders really above it? Like if you put on both episodes right now, the Southern Raiders and Avatar Aang, I'm not gonna really say I like Southern Raiders more. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I want to say that, but I just can't quite do it. There's a reason why. Like the finale for shows gets a lot of points because it feels like it's the ending. Everything feels grand. Everything feels big and bold. So because of that, it's hard not to say that the finale of a show is the best episode of a series. So I'm looking at this, and even though I have issues with the writing in it, I can't deny that it feels grand. It feels like the proper send off to 3 seasons worth of my favorite show. So I gotta get more points for the. I think I have it there. Like as much as everything I just said is true, there comes a time where sometimes just the quality of an episode trumps the fancy animation, the grandeur of a finale. There's a time where sometimes the quality of Zuko alone, the library, the storm, opposite days, can't trumps it. So for me, that's the case. The Western Air Temple. This is okay. Um. Uh, I do like this episode a lot. Mentally, it's really hard to go from thinking about the finale of the show to the Western Air Temple. It's easy to say this episode is trash because in my mind I'm thinking about Zuko versus Azula. I'm thinking about Aang versus the Fire. I'm thinking about all these great fights. I'm thinking about the moment when I'm watching the show and Azula is just snapping. She's just snapping, and I'm like, she's losing her mind. And the Western Air Temple doesn't have any of that. It's just about Zuko going to the Western Air Temple to join the gang, and that's what happens. Like he burns Toph's feet. Oh wow, ouch, wow, okay. Like he burns Toph's feet. You see how they all feel about Zuko, and I get all that. It's just like where would I put this? Like here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like I have it above the Guru because the Guru feels really rushed. But I can't say above the After State because After State at least has emotional weight. It has cool stuff happening. It has the beginning of a new journey, as in the beginning of book two. So it has that. So yeah, that's cool. The Firebending Masters. What the hell? Oh man. This is better in hindsight. than it is in reality. Because the whole Sun Tribe thing, they don't do enough with them for me to really care about the Sun Tribe. So I will say that for sure. Um, yeah, from like the swamp upward, there's just a standard that Avatar has set, and I think that a lot of book three and book two kind of just surpasses that standard. So like, um, yeah, 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 better work, yeah, above that, yeah, above the Telebossing say, it's like it's technically like the first time we see Aang and Zuko team up together. It's pretty cool. And I'll say right here, it's fine. I don't. Okay, okay, whoa. The runaway is too high. The runaway is too damn high. Relax. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked I put that high. What the heck? I'll leave it there. Yeah. I'll leave it there. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Okay, yeah, I'm good there. Last thing, the Boiling Rock Part 1. This is pretty. I don't know why this was last. The Boiling Rock Part 1. The premise of the episode and what happens within the first half, I think is cooler than what happens in the second half. Not cooler. I think it's more engaging what happened. No. Okay, let me rephrase. So, seeing the reason why they want to go to Boiling Rock and then watching them not leave because the chance of Sokka's dad being there, I actually very much do enjoy it. I heard someone say like a couple of years back that part one of the Boiling Rock feels pointless because part two they actually escape. I disagree strongly. I'm actually wondering if I'll have it about part two, but I can't say I do. I think like maybe right here. Yeah, I do have it above Turtle Bottoms there. The Boiling Rock Part 1 or the Firebending Masters? I think I'm gonna say the Firebending Masters. Or I mean Boiling Rock Part 1 and leave it there. Yeah. Okay, let me check this real quick. So the best episode of Avatar, based off this list I just made, is Off with Lost Days. Do I agree with that? Do I agree with Off with Lost Days being the best episode of Avatar? Um, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do. 'Cause I think about an episode of Avatar that does exactly what the writer, the director, the creator wants you to feel. The Off with Lost Days is that. Like, you feel you feel sad and you feel angry that Appa is lost and he's gone. And every moment where someone attacks Appa, you get mad at that person. You want them to die. So yeah, I think Appa's Last Days is the best episode of Avatar based off that metric. Like I think about all other episodes, right? And like, are you feeling exactly what they want you to feel during every scene? And I don't think any other episode is that consistent with it. Like I love the storm because of the parallel between Aang and Zuko, but I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna say like. And to be fair, this might not be their intention, but like, do you feel Zuko's disappointment when he disappoints his father? No, you don't. But that's fine. It's not like a knock on the episode itself. It's the reason why I have all of that days Act One. So yeah, I would say that's cool. Um. Okay, so how much book three and book two are in? Okay, so All of Days book two, book one, book two, book two, book three, book three, book three, book three, book two, book three, book three, book 2, book 3, and book 3. No, no, book 2. No, book 1. Book 1 and book 3. Okay, so of what the prime avatar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So of the 14 episodes that I think reach this tier in Avatar, like the best of what Avatar has to offer, 14 episodes, I only think one of those episodes is from book 1. I'm cool with that. I have always thought that book 1 was the weakest book of the three. That makes sense. That makes sense. This kind of holds up. I am stupid. There's two. Yeah, yeah. It's just part 2 and the storm. Yeah, it's 2 episodes. Okay. What dominates the majority? Is that book 2? One, two, three, four, five. Versus one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so book 3 kind of. So book 3 has 6. Book 2 has 5. Book one has 2. Okay, cool. And then majority of Avatar in the Flameal part, which is like A tier. Okay. And I'm guessing from like where what is it? I'm guessing from the swamp down. I think it's all book 1. Not all book 1, but majority of book 1. From the swamp down. We got no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so 16 episodes of part 1, I think is worse than the swamp, which is like there's what? There's 20 episodes in part and there's 20 episodes per season, give or take, up to like 20, 24. So yeah, that's 16 episodes. That's a lot. Yeah, I think that would happen. Okay. Not as bad. 'Cause, like the swamp is just a weird uh benchmark that I made in my head. But so far, yeah, that's what it feels like. Okay. Um. Yeah, so that was my Avatar chill list, where we ranked every single episode in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I considered doing Legend of Korra to add to this, but I think I might do that separately eventually. I really just wanted to do this just to kind of mark the beginning of the whole live action series. I wanted to get it out by Friday. I was kind of late. Took me 2 days to do this. Um, yeah. If you like these lives, people follow, subscribe. I do church a lot because church is kind of fun. We will be watching the live action live. No, yeah, yeah, that's trippy. Yeah, we will be watching the live action live. So if you want to stay true to that, don't forget to follow. Um, as always, peace.